geht lernen Parshas Shavua. Die Woche doch geht doch Parshas Balak. It's the only parsha in the Torah that it talks about Moshiach in a open way. The einzige parsha in the Nevuah of Bilam. Yeah, towards the end of the parsha, so it says that Bilam said that Va'ato hineni heilich la'ami l'cha i'atzcha asher yaseh ha'am hazeh la'amcha ba'achris hayamim. What's going to happen ba'achris hayamim? So this is really the only place in Torah where you find beferish psukim describing what's going to happen ba'achris hayamim. From Bilam, yeah, from all people, from Bilam, yeah, from Bilam. Hat gesagt Sachen, was viele Moshe nicht gesagt. No. Okay, so we'll start in the Nevuah of Bilam. It's in Kapitel Chav Dalet, Pasuk Yud Zayin. Pasuk Yud Zayin. Kijk. So the pasuk says, "Erenu v'loyato." Bilam says, "I see him, but it's not now. Finish yet." Ashurenu also means I see him, but v'loy karev, it's not near. What's the difference between these two parts of the psukim? Seems to be repeating the exact same thing. So there's a few pshatim in the Mefarshim about this. The Arachaim says, "Erenu v'loyato" refers to Geula that's going to be in the Eifn of Achishena. Achishena means that Eibusha will hasten his coming before the time. And therefore Moshiach is close. It's not now, he's not here yet. V'loi ata means it's not this moment. But it doesn't mean that it's far. It just says it's not this moment. Why? Because the Eibusha, Achakale b'chol yom sheyaveh. We daven to the Eibusha every moment that he should bring Moshiach, and he could be hastening his coming to come any second. So that's what Arenu v'loi ata means. Ashurenu v'loi karev refers to the Be'ita, to the time that the Eibusha established Moshiach will come, which is v'loi karev. Bilam was saying it's not so close. It's far, far away. The date of Be'ita is far away. That's the difference between the two parts of the psukim according to the Arachaim. In the Das Akenu of the Bali Tesis, he says an interesting thing, that even though you see here that Bilam was the only one that said Nevuah about the Gula Asidah, about Moshiach and so on, but yet you see the way he said it via Goy Zoktis. He was pushing it off. I was like, V'layata. Yeah, warte, ich glaube Moshiach had come, but it's not now. Ashurenu v'lay karev. It's not near. I'll read you over here from the Das Kerim. It's very interesting. So he says as follows. Ach Moshe leyomaken. Moshe Rabbeinu, when he was meramez on Mashiach, he didn't say such a lashon. Elo, he said, Ki karev yoyim edam shalom esaylam v'chosh asidah islamai. The day of the celebration, where the Eibusha will wipe out all the goyim, and the day that the Eibusha will come and bring Mashiach in the future is very close. V'chosh, the Eibusha is bringing it quickly. That's what Moshe Rabbeinu said. They're both talking about the same thing. The time of Mashiach's arrival is the same time, but Moshe Rabbeinu is talking about how quickly it's coming. And Bilam is talking about how far it is. Lo yata, it's not here.
So who was right?
Huh?
Who was right?
They're both right. Everything is relative. When you look at the cup half full or half empty. Yeah, good, but still, in the relative of the big picture of the whole Bria Salem and everything, I'm not sure what's far and what's near and what's close and what's... Sagt an Nevuah, aber auf den Oster. Sagt an Nevuah. So he says weiter in the Das Kenim, he gives a mashal. Mashal a melech, hamahalach baderech, v'imai oyev v'saynai, tzameh a melech lamayim. Melech is traveling on the way, and he's thirsty for water. Along with the king are traveling a friend he has and an enemy. So his enemy tells him, we're very far from the water. He wants the king to have pain because he's going to be thirsty. Let's ride. We're close. We're coming closer to the water. So the point is, Moshe Rabbeinu is speaking to the Yidden with love, with Ava, so he tells Yidden, Mekum Shainan, he's here. Bilam speaks to the Yidden, so he's speaking to the Yidden the way a guy speaks to Yidden. He tells them, Lo Yata, it's far. Huh? I just said the mashal. The mashal you got? So now he says the nimshal here. Kach Bilam ha'oyev, Bilam our enemy, Oimer kayishur chayka. The salvation of Moshiach is very far. Aval ha'oyev Oimer, the beloved, the one that loves us, which is Moshe Rabbeinu says, Oimer ha'yishimru mishpat va'asu tzedakah ki kroiva yishuasi lava v'tzidkasi lehigalis. My salvation is near, and my justice will be revealed very soon. That's the way a Yid looks at it always, and that's the way Moshe Rabbeinu, when the Nevi'im talk to Yidden. As for Shalom. As for Shalom. Good, nochmal. You're always getting closer. You could look at how far you are. B'chlal, and everything in life, you could look half full or half empty. You could look at every moment that Mashiach is not here yet. You could either look at it at, Mashiach is getting further out of our reach. V'harai, he didn't come till now. Until now, we were hoping he would come, and he still didn't come, and he didn't come, so it becomes even less possible that he's going to come. That's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is, we have a munah that he is going to come. So if he didn't come a second before, the next second, we're a second closer, not a second further out of our reach. Fakert, we're a second closer. Moshe Rabbeinu is talking to Yidden with love, and he's telling Yidden that it's coming, that if you mekayim Torah mitzvahs, he's here, it's very close, it's in your reach. Chas v'shalom? Chas v'shalom. As for Shalom, first of all, if Moshe Rabbeinu is saying, as mekayim Torah mitzvahs, asu tzedakah, kikreiv shimru mishpat v'asu tzedakah. Moshe Rabbeinu promises Yidden, if you learn Torah and you mekayim mitzvahs, then it's very close. Zeta is noch nicht der Ton. There's something that's Kol hakitzen. Good. No, the Gemara hat schon gesagt, Kol hakitzen. But this is the difference between Bilam and Moshe. Interessante Geschmack Worte, so wie in the Dase came. Which one? That's from Yeshaya. But the previous pasuk he quotes is from Dvarim. That Moshe Rabbeinu did say. Chosh hasidah islamai. Karev yom edam shal umas ha'olam v'chosh hasidah islamai. Yeah, that's probably in Hazinu. Okay, weiter in the pasuk over here. The pasuk continues, Dorach koichav mi Yaakov. A star will rise up from amongst Yaakov. V'kom shevet mi Yisrael. And a leader will rise up amongst the Yidden. So we once learned, this already spoke about one shir, Barichas. I'm not going to go through the whole thing again. Spoke about this whole Indian, that Moshiach is compared to a star. Why is he compared to a star? I saw here now a Nupshat that the Ramban says the reason why it's compared to a star is because when you look at a star, the star looks like it's far, far away in the corner of the sky, and it's shining from a very far place. Comes to be meramis to the fact that Mashiach will shine like a star, and he will shine to all of Klal Yisrael, including those that are very, very far in all corners of the world, to gather them all in Kibbutz Nitchei Yisrael. That's why it's compared to a star.
So the star is Kibbutz Nitchei Yisrael?
Yeah.
Fact.
It's going to include everybody. It's going to be mekabetz everybody. That's what the Koichav is meramis. This is according to the Ramban that Dorach Koichav refers to Mashiach. The Rambam teaches, I mentioned this already last time. Yeah, we spoke about this already. The Rambam teaches Dorach Koichav goes on David HaMelech, and the Kom Shevet, a leader, that goes on Mashiach. Half of the pasuk David and half of the pasuk Mashiach. From Rashi, it's mashma, although it's not clear that the whole pasuk is talking about David HaMelech. It's B'chlal not going on Mashiach yet. Later on, it's going to talk about Mashiach. Weiter the pasuk says, "Umochatz," and we will smash Pasei Moav, the heads of Moav, or Pasei. There's different pshatim what Pasei means. Pasei means the corners. Peah is corners. Pasei Moav, the corners of Moav. What's the pshat? The corners of Moav. So there's two opposite pshatim in the Rishonim. Some Rishonim say, just like when you have a building or you have a structure, so the corner is sort of, everything comes from the corner, and everything is based on the foundation, so to speak. It could also be called a corner. So Pasei Moav, he's talking about the nation of Moav, which is the foundation of the nations amongst Goyim that made tzaras for Yidden. So the Eibishter will smash them. That's one pshat. The Ramban says an opposite pshat, that Peah means the corners, and the pshat over here is that even those from the nations that are out on the corners, and they were quiet, they didn't make any trouble for Yidden. They're there in the corners. They didn't get involved in any battles against Yidden. Nevertheless, La'asad Lavai, the Eibishter will wipe out all the nations, including Pasei Moav, even the nation of Moav, and even the corners from the nation of Moav that stayed in the corner. Weiter the pasuk says, "V'karkar kol b'nei sheis." So what's the word karkar mean? It's an unusual word, so there's a few pshatim in the word karkar. The Targum says the karkar means v'yishloit, that the Yidden will rule over Bnei Sheis. Rashi says the karkar means a lashon kaira, when you make a hole, when you puncture, that the Eibusher will break through and puncture through the goyim. Saying similar other Rishonim touch that the karkar means. See over here the Rashbam. There is he say a lashon over here. So there's other Rishonim that talk about this also. That when you make a hole, when you break through something, when you break through a wall, when you smash through a wall, it's called the karkar. That's what the Evan Ezra says. Hoyris kir, a person that breaks through a wall. Kitzer, there are two pshatim here, whether the karkar means that Yidden are going to rule over all the goyim, or whether it means that the Yidden are going to smash and get rid of all the goyim. So over here, you see l'chayre tu oifanim, what's going to happen l'asad lavai? Will the goyim continue to be in existence? Elamai, the only difference is, unlike today, where the goyim govern and rule and subjugate and give tzaddis and persecute the Yidden, l'asad lavai, Yidden will have control over the goyim, we will rule over them. That's the Targum's pshat. Or the pshat of Rashi, the Ibn Ezra and other Rishonim, that the pshat of karkar is that the Yidden will wipe out and kill and smash all the goyim. So there's a very arichas gesicha from the Rebbe about this, but I want to first finish the psukim with the pshatim of the Rishonim. Maybe we'll have time afterwards to see what the Rebbe says.
It's like besides waiting for Moshiach, we have an inim posher to kill the goyim that hurt us. It's like an inim by that.
Look, the point over here is, and the Erechaim over here talks about this inim ba'arichis, that all these goyim that the psukim are talking about over here are different elements of klippa, of samach mem, of sitra achra. That's what they basically are. Whether it's moyav, whether it's sheis, kol b'nei sheis, which refers to all the goyim, and the next psukim we'll see Edom, Amalek, Kaini, according to some Rishonim. Everything it talks about over here, it's all, it's first we have to understand what it's representing over here. It's representing kaiches of sitra achra and la'asad lava es ruach atuma avrim min haaretz, which will result in the fact that the Eibusher will wipe out the existence of all sitra achra that's manifest by the existence of all these goyim in the world that fought against Yidden. That's the simple pshat, and according to the Erechaim here. I'll read the Erechaim in a minute. It's on the next pasuk. Let's see the next pasuk inside. V'hoya Edom Yereisha, and now the Yidden. So here the word Yereisha also has two pshatim. Either the word Yereisha means that the Yidden will inherit Edom, and the V'hoya Yereisha Seir Oivov, and Seir, which is the place that Edom lives in. So the Yidden will Yidden, which are Edom's enemies, will yarshin it from them. Okay, that's one pshat. So Yereisha means that they will yarshin it. They will inherit it from them. Another pshat that says in the Rishonim is that Yereisha does not mean inherit. Yereisha means, this is the pshat that it says in the Ibn Ezra, that Yereisha means to destroy, to expel them, to get rid of them, to totally destroy them. So again, you see two pshatim over here. Is the point that the Yidden will mamish, smash, wipe out, get rid of the existence of the Goyim? Or no, the Goyim will weiter be there. Elamai, Yidden will inherit their land. Yidden will take over, instead of them being in control of their land, Yidden will take over the control of their land. So again, you see the two pshatim here. And then the pasuk concludes, Yisrael oisa choyol, and Yidden vel machen choyol. So taich of oisa choyol refers to the fact that Pashat Yidden will be strong. The Gashmis, Yidden will be rich. That's the taich of Yisrael oisa choyol. So over here, on the conclusion of Yisrael oisa choyol, so the Erechaim, as I said before, says, I'll read it inside, Pirish. Pshat over here is, Be'emtzois ibud Edom, through destroying Edom, V'shar b'nei Sheis, and all the other Goyim that come from Sheis, Yasi Yisrael Choyel. Then Yidden will be strong. Pirish, Asher Bola Samach Mem, when the Eibusher swallows up the Samach Mem, V'shar ha'amim, and all the other nations. Yetziu boil oi mipiv. So then, the kaiches, there's a lot of nitzaitze kedusha that are stuck amongst all these nations. So once the Eibusher destroys them, so the negative, the bad that there is amongst all these goyim gets destroyed, and the good, the nitzaitze kedusha, they spit out. And then what happens? These sparks of Kedusha are dirty, so to speak, because they're attached to these Goyim. When they come out, once they come out and become separated, they become rectified and elevated. The Eibusha will rectify and elevate these tremendous keiches. Chayil means koyach, the keiches of Nitzeitze Kedusha that were stuck in the Goyim that have these keiches of Nitzeitze Kedusha in them.
Still Biro in that time? I thought Biro was on this Managolus.
Yeah, Bisman HaGolus, no. So the Eibusha, when Moshiach comes, the Eibusha will complete the bitter. Complete the bitter to, yeah. Okay, then the pasuk continues weiter. V'yed mi Yaakov, a ruler will come out from Yaakov. So according to Rashi, up until here, it wasn't talking about Mashiach. Suddenly the pasuk starts like a new Inyan. It's mashma. V'yed mi Yaakov. There'll be a ruler from Yaakov. So Rashi holds, up until we're talking about this man of David HaMelech, and from here Taka starts a new Inyan, there will be a ruler which goes on Mashiach. And here the pasuk says, what will Mashiach accomplish? V'hevid sorid me'ir. He will destroy any leftover, any refugee that's running away, Meir, from the city. Which city are we talking about? We're talking about the city of Rome, the city of Edom, that we're still in Galus Edom now, and we're still in the same Galus of Rome. And Mashiach will come and get rid of all the Goyim and even any leftover refugee that ran away from the city of Rome. They state in the Rashi over here. Which is something that the Ramban also talks about, and the Rishonim over here explain that even though the Roman Empire collapsed, 2,000 years ago, something like that. However long ago, the Roman Empire is gone for a very long time. 1,000 years ago. Afal became the continuation of the nations that are subjugating Eden today is a continuation of the Roman Empire, and it's a continuation of the same Malchus Edom, the same Roman Empire, as it says here. V'hevid sorid me'ir. Only when Mashiach comes will he get rid of the last leftovers that there is from the Roman Empire. So you see that not until Mashiach actually reveals himself. Huh?
It's interesting that today we suffer from the Ishmaeli much more than the Christians,
Yeah.
the Romans.
Okay, according to one of the Pirushim, you'll see soon in the continuation of the pasuk here, it talks about Yishmael, Malchus of Yishmael. But according to most Rishonim, there's no mention of Yishmael here at all. It's talking about Edom. That's what this Galus is called. It's called Galus Edom. And it's a continuation of the Roman Empire.
Western civilization.
Yeah.
Republic.
Okay, weiter the pasuk says, when we get to Amalek as well, Vayares Amalek, Vayisem Esholei Vayoymar, Reishis Goyim Amalek. Amalek was the first nation that attacked the Yidden when they left Mitzrayim. Va'achrisai Adei Ovid, and his end will be that it will be totally destroyed. Okay, that's a clear pasuk that talks about Amalek. Weiter. Nee. Achrisa, sein Sofet sein, that's the Pshat. Achrisa, his end will be Ovid, that he'll be totally destroyed. I don't think it means he'll be the last destroyed. I don't think so. Okay, the next pasuk over here, the next 2-3 psukim, there are 2 psukim, there are 3 pshatim in the Rishonim, what it's talking about. Let's see. Vayares HaKeni, now Bilam saw Keni. So according to Rashi, Keni refers to the Bnei Yisrael. It's one of the names of Yisrael is Keni, and it refers to the Bnei Yisrael. The reason why Mitamala talks about Bnei Yisrael is because the Bnei Yisrael got their Yerusha in Eretz Yisrael near the place where Amalek lived. So after he talks about Amalek, he talks about the Bnei Yisrael. The place where you live is strong like a rock. Visim basela kinecha. Place on the strong rock kinecha, your nest, that you should live there strong and powerful. Not like Amalek. Amalek will be destroyed. What he's saying to the Bnei Yisrael, even though you're next to Amalek, you should be strong and separate yourself from Amalek. The Ramban over here says, Befedish, that Bilam is basically saying, he's speaking to the Bnei Yisrael and he's telling them, don't attach yourself to Amalek, because Amalek is going to be destroyed and wiped out. If you want to remain strong, separate yourself from Amalek, so you'll be able to remain strong on this rock separately. Then the pasuk continues, Ki'im yeh levoir koyin. According to Rashi, the pshat is, even though also the Bnei Yisrael will be expelled from Eretz Yisrael. Levoir means they're going to be sent out of Eretz Yisrael, and this happened in the time of the first Beis Hamikdash, when the Aseres HaShvatim were expelled from Eretz Yisrael through Sancherev. So the Bnei Yisrael also were expelled from Eretz Yisrael together with them. So they may think like that their fate is similar to the rest of the nations of the world, that the Eibusher expels from Eretz Yisrael, and they're going to be totally destroyed, and they're never going to return. So the pasuk continues, Admo Ashur Tishbeka, that you're going through Ashur. Ashur was Sancherev. Sancherev was the king of Ashur. So through Ashur you're going to be captured. Tishbeka, you're going to be captured, but you're only going to be captured. You're not going to be destroyed and wiped out. By Amalek it says, you're only going to be captured, and then you're going to return. When the Aseres HaShvatim are going to return to Eretz Yisrael, the Bnei Yisrael are also going to return La'asad Lavai together with the Aseres HaShvatim. They were Gadim, they were the part of Klal Yisrael, and they're going to return together with the Aseres HaShvatim. This is all the pshat of Rashi. Okay. But the Rashbam, the Even Ezra, and many other Rishonim have a different pshat. They say that no, Kaini does not refer to the Bnei Yisrael. Kaini refers to, like the lashon of the pasuk you have, Kaini, Knizi, and Kadmaini. It's one of the nations that were surrounded Eretz Yisrael, and according to some shittas, who's Kaini? Kaini refers to Ammon. So before it was speaking about Moav, Edom, and now it's speaking about Ammon. Ammon, Moav, and Edom are the three nations that are next to each other outside of Eretz Yisrael. So Kaini refers to Ammon, and the pasuk over here is saying to them, you think that you're strong and safe and sound on a rock, and you're there that nobody could this chapter, no one could bother you, that's what you think. But you should know that Levoir Koyin, the Eibusher will wipe you out, the Eibusher will expel you from Eretz Yisrael, and when the king of Ashur will come, Sancherev will come, and he will capture you and send you out of Eretz Yisrael, and he will destroy you. That's the pshat. That so you think Vayoymar, and he said to them as follows: you think Eisan Moshiach that you're sitting strong on a rock, and and you place on this rock your nest, that you're going to remain safe there. So the Bilam tells him, no, Ki'im, what's really going to happen is, Levar Koyin. The Eibusher will send out Koyin. The Eibusher will send out the nation of Ammon. Admo Ashur Tishbeka. You're going to be captured through Ashur and be sent out of Eretz Yisrael. Huh? Where? Admo? Until you're going to be safe there, until it's going to come that Ashur is going to capture you and send you out of Eretz Yisrael. That's the second shot. The third shot that it says is in the Pirkei de Rabbi Lazar, and he says that these psukim here, Vayaras Hakeni, also taka means that they're going to be totally wiped out and not going to ever return. But it doesn't refer to Ammon, it refers to the Bnei, to Yishmael, to the Malchus of Yishmael. So even though the Ikar Arichas of the psukim here is Menegeh to Edom and Menegeh to the other Umais, but there's also from the Bnei Yishmael that are Metzai Yidden, and that's what the pasuk is referring to over here, that the Bnei Yishmael will be expelled from Eretz Yisrael. And then the pasuk continues weiter. Let's just conclude the Indian here. Vayisa Mishaloi Vayoymar Oy mi yichya misum Michael. Who can live in this time from the great things that the great gzeiros that the Eibush will bring? So there's a machlekes rishonim what this refers to. According to Rashi, what the pasuk is talking about over here is this man that Sancherev will come in the time of the first Beis Hamikdash, that Sancherev will come and wipe out the existence of many nations that were in Eretz Yisrael. B'chlal it says, "V'neget Sancherev, Ba Sancherev, u'bilbul es kol ha'olam." You put all the nations of the world, you misplaced them from one place to another. That's according to Rashi. According to the Rashbam, according to other pshatim, it refers to the time of Moshiach, that the nations of the world are saying, who can stand in this time when Moshiach will come and wipe out all the nations? Nobody will be left out. Nobody. And the pasuk over here says, "Vitzim miyad kitim." There will come big ships. This is the pasuk according to Rashi. According to Rashi, this is the pasuk that's merames to the Roman Empire. That first Sancherev was the biggest empire. Sancherev came at the time of the first Beis Hamikdash and so on. And then afterwards, Vitzim Miyat Kitim, this refers to the Roman Empire, which are going to come on big boats, and they're going to cross Nahar Peros, the Inu Ashur, the Inu Aver. They're going to inflict suffering on Ashur, which is the king of Sancherev, and they're going to go across the river as well. The Inu Aver, they're going to go across the river, Nahar Peros, and they're going to bring suffering on the Yidden. That's the Roman Empire. And the last point of the Nevuah here of Bilam is V'gamhu, and even the Roman Empire, which continues Adayem Azeh, Adei Ovid, will be destroyed when Mashiach comes.